we've been around the block a few times, we have built up valuable experience and insights. And naturally, we want to share these with others. We have to be careful when we start to wander down memory lane, though. What was meaningful for us may not resonate with others. And we can get caught up in what a legend we were back in the day. Nobody cares. Welcome back to this weekly edition every Monday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Eric Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan and two-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka, Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? In this show, we are looking at the critical areas for success in business in Japan. We want to help advance everyone's thinking so we can be at the forefront. We can be at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 151. And today we're talking about don't be dull and dusty. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Sometimes you see a confident presenter really bomb. Doesn't happen all that often. But when it does, the contrast is vast. If they're totally hopeless as their default mode as a speaker and they bomb well, that's understandable. But a competent presenter bombing shouldn't occur. It did. And I was wondering, what did I just see? Where did our speaker go wrong? Comedians have the same problem. No one laughs at their jokes. And there is not much camouflage for them to hide behind when all they have is a microphone stand on a stage. Being in the limelight, at the podium, on stage, up on the dais is a high-pressure location. When you're revealed to everyone as a flop, all your desperate attempts to refloat the Titanic makes the whole thing seem even more preposterous, pointless, and pathetic. In this case, there wasn't even a good recognition. Things were rapidly going south. It was only at the end, when it was too late to do anything about it, that the speaker realized he had bombed completely. The tepid applause reaction at the end was a giveaway. The stunning lack of questions, a more immediate one. The whole apparatus of the talk collapsed on itself under the weight of its own immense ineptitude. The key issues were a misreading of the audience and an astounding arrogance. The audience had been lured to the venue with bold promises of goodness and light. The content just wasn't good enough to back up the advertising, and the audience spotted the gaping gap straight away. They were there for answers. There weren't any, and they knew it. The arrogance was an assumption about the speaker's credibility being sufficient to justify the content of the presentation. When we emphasize our many years in business, we are aiming for increased credibility linked back to our stupendous track record. We have stood the test of time, etc. Our speaker had not properly prepared the presentation. He gave it a once-over lightly treatment because of his supreme confidence in his ability to deliver any talk. He was a very good speaker and a highly competent presenter. He thought his previous track record stood for itself. The only problem was the content of his talk was rubbish. We all tread a fine line with the longevity thing. Track record, sustained over many, many years, is a credible thing for the audience. The main concern is the whole affair may be perceived as a dusty and dated talk. We're always being fed the new and greatest and latest best thing. Business fad books come and come and come. The old ones are taken out the back and quietly shredded. Disappeared, in fact. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to become a fully competent and confident presenter, then do the High Impact Presentations course. We are all being judged when we speak, be it in the internal team meeting or in a public environment, be it the big bosses, clients, or an industry audience. Everyone is evaluating us. Don't blow it. Get the best training on the planet. Do the High Impact Presentations course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. When we talk about the good old days, we like it because we were there. But the audience only cares about what is relevant for them. We have to be skilled to make it feel fresh again, new, and connected to their current business reality. Plato is old, but still gets quoted all the time. So old doesn't have to be irrelevant. Our speaker failed in that regard. I said arrogance, and this is the bit that hurts. Our pride and our track record can make us blind to the fact that people don't really care all that much. We like strolling down memory lane, but so what? We arrogantly assume that what we did was important. Wrong. Where is the direct and useful link to the audience's current problem right now? We have to keep building that vibrant connection. Our successes in the past help us to prepare for our future. Our failures in the past help us prepare for our future. We can draw from both to create content that resonates with our audience. This is the skill set needed in a business presentation. Getting the audience need properly understood, suspending what we like to talk about, and instead focusing on what the audience is keen to know about is our task. If we fail to get that balance right, we come across as dated and dull. This is what happened to our speaker. He delivered a brilliant, heartfelt rendition of his past glories and achievements without effectively connecting to the audience's concerns of today. I'm getting older too, so I took copious notes from his speech on what not to do if I'm ever tempted to talk at length about my good old days. I think we should all avoid that temptation too. Concentrate on your audience and you can't go wrong. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show is here to help you succeed in Japan. Subscribe on YouTube. Share with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching this episode, and remember to hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now. enjapan.dale.carnegie.com. Awesome value, so check it out. You might also enjoy our other shows for podcasts. Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday for the Business Tachisin no Oshie show. Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series. Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcasto. Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. You get these wherever you get your podcasts. Also, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Every Friday, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And every Saturday, the Japan Top Business Interviews Show. These are all done on YouTube. In episode number 152, we're talking about be careful of client white noise. Find out more about that next week. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.